We found a 74-year-old car with extremely low mileage hidden in this barn. So what you're looking at is a 1949 Nash 600 with 27,000 original miles. But here's where this car gets really interesting. It's a 3-speed with overdrive. It has no frame, so it has a unibody. And the owner, Brett, showed us the coolest part where the seats can fold down into a bed so you can take this car camping. Think about that. In the late 1940s and 1950s, you could take this car, put up some shades on your windows, take this car out into the woods and use it as a full-blown camper. How cool is that? But as I was checking out the cobwebs underneath, Brett mentioned that he could get this car to run right now, but we had to do a weird little trick in order to get it to start.
The fuel pump is a little weak, so in order to help prime it, you gotta put a little air pressure into the fuel tank to help push the fuel through. You gotta make love to the gas hole a little. That should help prime it. You may have to do it again while it's cranking to help feed the fuel up through.
Come on, RJ! Is it your first time doing that?
I've never huffed gas before.
And this is the first time it would see sunlight in years. And once we got back to our shop and started unloading the car, we noticed we had a little passenger on our trailer. You see it? There he is, up front. He's behind the tire.
I see him. Oh, I see him. RJ, get him. He's pretty cute.
So eventually it just jumped off our trailer and we got lucky. It ran outside into the grass. But starting to clean this car, we began with the exterior on the wheels. And look how massive those white walls are. But I want to ask the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. Before this video, how many of you guys watching have heard of a Nash before? And what do you know about them? Prior to working on this car, I knew what they were, but I didn't really know much about them. But now I know a lot more. So I'm curious what you guys can tell us, because we love to learn more and more about these vehicles that we do. Now we're going to start rinsing away all of this dust and revealing that beautiful original dark blue paint. And before we start working on the engine, I'm going to show you guys now what we're going to be doing next week, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But Brett, the owner, also has a 1947 Indian motorcycle that's been sitting for a long time and only has 5,000 miles on it. And he's letting us detail it, so you guys do not want to miss out on that. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. Hopping into the engine bay, first we took the battery out, and then we gave the whole engine a very good clean. But if you know what engine is in this car, leave it in the comments below. And now we're going to do an iron decontamination on the paint. And this car had a crazy amount of iron on it, and I would assume that's because of where it was sitting, but I can't be 100% sure. And now moving into the car, we're going to take out the seats and then vacuum everything.
Ooh, Mouse house. Dude, what's this? That's how you lift up the car.
And then cleaning the seats and door cards on these older cars, especially the 40s and 50s, you have to be very, very careful while you're doing so, which means no drill brushing and very light pressure because they're very prone to ripping. So unfortunately, a lot of the time, you're not going to get 100% of the stains out, but you can still get positive results with what you have. Now the doors here are a good example of how we're not going to be able to take away all of the staining, but we can brighten them and make them look better. And the last thing we'll extract is the carpet to try to remove any old smell and freshen it up. I mean, come on, look how nice that interior is for being 74 years old. Just to go the extra mile, these seat rails were disgusting, so we went ahead and cleaned them and then sprayed some WD-40 down in them to re-lubricate them. lastly, we're gonna go ahead and polish the paint and check out how much removing this oxidation really brings out the depth of this blue. It's beautiful.
Well, you guys never cease to amaze, do you? Oh my gosh, it's almost looks black. It's so dark. Wow.
Yeah, that deep rich blue. Like I said, lacquer always has such great color.
Wow. Oh my gosh, look at them white walls popping like that. My goodness. Wow. Yeah, Nash Super 600. That means 600 miles to a tank.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, but I don't think it was able to do that.
I don't believe so. No.
They hyped it up a little bit back then.
Well, yeah, it's harder to prove back then.
Wow.
But no, I think this one came out great. The interior, I mean, for a car that's original with this low mileage, the fact that the interior is in such great shape with such limited damage, or no damage at all, you know?
Unbelievable. You find any mouse nest?
Couple,
Yeah,
under the seats. They're always tucked in underneath the springs and whatnot.
Wow. Yeah, I guess, you know, if I were a mouse, I guess I'd want to live in there too.
Right. I don't think we showed anyone on the video, but you put the key in the center here, which is an odd place for a ignition anyways. Turn it on, and then to actually start the car, pump's been working too, so I don't have to blow in the gas tank anymore.
So, once you get it primed after it's been sitting a long time, it seems to hold.
Thanks again, Brett.
Yeah, awesome job, guys.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. It'll help reach more people. If you want to see more like this, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.